West, carved from the prairie's vast domain, lies the storied land of Illinois. A land embraced by mighty inland waters. The Mississippi, the Ohio, the Wabash.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to Transparency and Merit.
Indeed.
I'm Joe. I'm here with Brian. Brian, how's it going?
All right.
I don't like the sounds of that.
Well, no, I'm in the process of just stuff. So, just a little bit of time here. Takes that little while. Let me just turn this off real quick. So, yes, a Slurpee. And, yeah.
Pandemic Slurpee.
Yes.
Wait, are you telling me you can't get a pandemic Slurpee?
You can't get any Slurpees at my local 7-Eleven. I live in L.A., like the L.A. area. You do not. So
I am in L.A. County, and they do not have full service. That's for sure. At my 7-Eleven, there's some drinks that are down.
So, but you can't get a Slurpee.
Yeah, that's what the guy said, but I didn't go get one, but he said, I think he said that they were up and running, but
The heat's getting up, so we're going to need that Slurpee.
we're going to need Slurpees and
Big Gulps,
big gulps, especially.
air-conditioned movie theaters. We're going to need all of that. When this country's in between a rock and a hard place, we're going to need that. Hopefully we can get it.
So it is now Thursday night. We're in Los Angeles, and it is the weather was extremely nice.
Well, it's warm.
Did you go out and enjoy the warm sun?
Did you?
I was out all day, man. All day. I had a full day. And I did something. I think I did something that I had talked about when times get weird, and maybe our money system is maybe on the brink, when things just aren't going very well. I said to myself many times, I want to be that guy who is bartering for his life, and I was really excited that I got the opportunity to barter today.
Now, Joe, you have been an accountant. Do you have any economic predictions for this year and next?
Man, looking into the future right now is tough because I feel that there's a playbook for all of this. I have a feeling, in my estimates, this is all kind of a coordinated takedown of the old economy, and we're ushering in a new way of doing everything. In fact, for those who knew me back in the day, the very first blog I ever created, do you know what it was called? It was called A New Way to Train. And in that blog, and I want to make that a book, by the way. I've got all my posts, and I've got all the old stuff semi-organized. I probably need a muse of some kind to help me get the rest of the way through that. But one of the things I would post about was just getting ready for change. And it was a new way to train, and it was a new way to exercise. It was a new way to eat. It was a new way to drive, a new way to bank, a new way to vote, a new way to everything. I basically had taken inventory of my life, and I was looking at new ways of doing it. And I miss that I miss blogging. I enjoyed blogging a lot. I got to meet a lot of people that way.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and a lot, well, and I just read from Darren, 14% of New Yorkers have coronavirus close to herd immunity. And
Now you've been scared and depressed and lonely over this corona madness, beer bug, I should say. I hope that doesn't get us kicked off. Yeah, you never know. Last night we did get kicked off, and that was unfortunate. But how are you reacting to all of this?
not good. Honestly, not well. I'm concerned both with this virus and also with the economy. I mean, whatever is true, both bring death and destruction. I actually tweeted to you something, you and Liz, about the virus and about the upcoming economic depression that could happen. That could also bring a lot of death, even more death than this pandemic. So we're looking.
Now I'm going to throw this out there. This is my bold 2020 prediction. It may not be 2020, but I think that after we're through all of this madness, I believe it's going to be my prediction that Earth will have a meteorite or meteor scare. That's just my prediction, and we'll have to call upon our government to save the day. Do you have any predictions? Because when I look at the economy, I think that, and to get back to what you were asking me before, it's so many things are different, and what I keep an eye out for is how is of all the stocks that are going on right now, the one I like to watch is H&R Block. It's taken a big hit since all this began, and when we started the pandemic, it was up around $20 a share. It's down about a third, and but when the economy is back and rolling, I think you'll see a rise in the H&R Block business, and I have a lot of reasons for that I won't get into, but I just think that that's a good gauge for how the economy is doing for some reason. So I don't know. I see that there's hope. I just think it's going to be different. People have to be ready. I called it, by the way, last week. If anybody was listening, I said that the market would go down this week hard, and it's going to be a great time to buy Bitcoins. And I think Darren made some money on Bitcoin. It went up. I haven't looked at the numbers, but I know it's gone up.
Yeah.
Anyways, back over to you. I was curious to see how you're reacting.
Well, I mean, when people say it can't get any worse, things can get worse. I mean, you know what? Things may get better, but they also may get tremendously worse. People are not, I mean, these are third world conditions that we're seeing right now, and I was reading somewhere on Twitter. It was Tim Pool, and he said, I helped out a female friend with $20 for milk. She took the $20, but said there was no milk. And someone just pointed out, people are ignorant on, how fragile our food supply is. And how, because if our economy collapses, we will be affected by that. The government, after a while, the government runs out of money, or the money becomes worthless. And then we're in between a rock and a hard place. And God, and if this is something that is untrue or something that is overblown, man, we've really been taken for a ride. We've inflicted a lot of pain, and we may not have seen the half of it yet. We're just, I don't even know if we're like we're just a month into this thing, and I'm just, it is, for me, I'm depressed. Just, it feels like the rug was pulled out from, from a lot of people. All of a sudden, the lives they knew are no longer there. They may not be able to pay rent. Evictions may be coming. Food may be coming. For a while we were seeing like food wasn't readily available. Now it is, but that could change. That could change. And there is something with the psyche of this nation and the psyche of the world. I think a depression could also bring on, psychological and emotional depression. Maybe we'll all come together and we'll all realize that we're in the same boat, or we'll be a balkanized nation into many hostile factions. So much right now is in play. And I don't know what to think, man. I don't know, I'm thinking an economic catastrophe might just be around the corner. I could be completely wrong, and I hope I am. Because it'll affect me more, me being diabetic and me needing medication. That's going to affect me if the supply chain is hard for food and makes food difficult. The supply chain for medication will just be non-existent, and they're like, I need medication. I think to live, and if that becomes difficult,
yeah, there will always be medication. I don't see that as, that hasn't stopped any other country.
I don't know. I honestly, man, I don't want to see this become a dog-eat-dog world. I don't want to see this country develop into a dog-eat-dog country.
These are just changes, man. These are just big, big, big changes. And right now is not the time to think on how things were. It's more, probably more beneficial to think of what is possible to happen tomorrow. And certainly to be taking care of yourself right now, and that's all we can strive to do. And we take our battles. We should be choosing our battles wisely, I should say. Hey, Mandy, and hello, Darren. Welcome to the show. We got some people scuttling in. Is that a word? Scuttle?
Scuttlebutt.
Hey, scuttlebutts.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I feel to a degree that it's like we're in unprecedented territory, and every time you hear something good happens, something bad ends up happening. So, where do you go? You can get a Slurpee. Now, was the 7-Eleven, were Slurpees available last week?
No.
So they've just become available. So that.
By the way, I blew up. I didn't tell you this. I blew up at 7-Eleven tonight. Blew up. Blew up. Lost my mind. So I went in yesterday and got a drink. And the guy points at the sign. He says, "No mask, no service." I said, "I don't have a mask, man." He's like, "I'm sorry, you can't serve you." I'm like, "Dude, I come here almost every day I stop in here." "Nope, can't do it." So I said, okay. "Do you sell masks?" "No, we don't sell masks." All right. That pissed me off. That was yesterday. I go back today. You're not going to believe this, Brian.
He had a mask on?
The guy in front of me walks up to the same guy, and he didn't look like he was happy, but he put his stuff on the counter, paid for it, and left. But he didn't have a mask on.
The guy told you no mask, no service?
Yeah, the guy.
Oh,
so
pick him up.
I went nuts. It's on recording somewhere. I'm on every camera in 7-Eleven.
Good.
I yelled at this guy so hardcore. There was like 10 people behind me.
Good.
I'm like,
Could have kicked him in the nuts.
I said, "You saw me here last night and you didn't let me buy anything, did you?" And the guy said, "No." I said, "I didn't have a fucking mask on, did I?" He said, "No." I said, "That guy didn't have a mask on. You didn't say anything to him." I went nuts.
And what did he say? What was his response?
He doesn't speak English very well, but I wasn't having it. I was so mad. I'm like, "Come on, man."
What nationality is he?
They're Indian, like every 7-Eleven. They're Pakistanis, I think.
And he spoke out. He understood what you were saying, dude.
He understood me, but he
fucked up.
I said, "I'm not coming back here ever again. You just lost some, regular."
Big deal. I got plenty where you come from, buddy.
I don't care.
Yeah, they have. Individuals have plenty where you come from. I mean, like,
I was hot. I was very pissed off at this guy. Very mad.
And the thing of it is, dude, Americans can't open. Like, it's very difficult to open up businesses now.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, politeness doesn't exist like in certain countries the same way it exists in America and in Europe. And a lot of these people, they know how to finagle the system. They know how to bribe. You come from India or Pakistan. It's very corrupt. And they also know how to do communal economics. So they'll buy, they'll go to their temple or their church and they'll buy, they'll get in with 10 to 20 people and they will buy up a mini mart or a 7-Eleven or a hotel or whatnot, because they know how to do group economics, which Americans don't do anymore. And they didn't need to back in the day, but things have become far more expensive and also much more red tape, which helps the foreigner, because some of these foreigners, they know how to get, Indians, like when they come here, I think they know how to deal with red tape far better than we do as Americans. I mean, because they're used to that stuff. And, when you're buying with 10 people, they all like get together and they all, they know how to suffer.
Good idea, Darren. Go in with a gun around your shoulder tomorrow.
Yeah. No.
If anybody listens to Darren in the chat room, you're doing an interview or talking and Darren's chatting, don't ever listen to him.
Yeah. By the way, Chris Nelson was for a while forbidden, our buddy Chris Nelson, who is posting in Reopen, Florida. He has, they have, I think, suspended his account, or he can't post anything for a while. I could be wrong on this.
This would have been perfect for him. I went on Twitter. I sought him out, and
didn't find you at all.
I found Chris Nelson, and I said, "Chris, please come join us on the show tonight." And no answer.
He won't even do our show. Who is this monster?
What's wrong with you, Chris Nelson? Please join us.
Join us, Chris. We won't talk about your cats.
He's from Australia. Oh no, Austria. All right.
Who's from Australia?
We're gonna do a little video from of Austria.
Very well. Let's take a lookie.
Pan Am, didn't they sponsor some of your dad's film festivals?
They may have. I mean, my dad got all kinds of stuff. I don't know, but now, like, geez, what can we do now? Oh, my God.
We do have our phone number there. Never listen to Darren. Best advice ever. Well, you gotta just avoid Darren's comments. That's all you can do. When we did a show yesterday, it got cut off early because we probably said a few bad words shouldn't have said.
Yes. By the way, the one film that I want to see, and I don't know if we want to take a look at the trailer, is The French Dispatch. Looks very good.
Oh. Let's see if we can find that.
Yes. It's a film that I think is good enough to break quarantine.
Really?
I think so. I could be completely wrong, though.
All right, I think I found the trailer. Let me put this up in a second. I want to welcome everybody to Transparency and Merit, the best show on YouTube, by far. By far. Maybe not the best. There's some good ones out there. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. All right. Get to it.
It began as a holiday. Eager to escape a bright future on the Great Plains, Arthur Howitzer Jr. transformed the series of travelogue columns into the French Dispatch, a factual weekly report on the subjects of world politics, the arts, high and low, and diverse stories of human interest.
You don't think it's almost too seedy this time?
No, I don't.
For decent people.
It's supposed to be charming.
He assembled a team of the best expatriate journalists of his time: Berenson, Sazerac, Crimmins, Roebuck Wright. These were his people.
Just try to make it sound like you wrote it that way on purpose.
We take as the subject of tonight's lecture Mr. Moses Rosenthal, certainly the loudest artistic voice of his rowdy generation.
Simone Naked Cell Block J Hobby Room. I want to buy it.
It's not for sale.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
In short, the picture was a sensation.
The kids did this. Obliterated 1,000 years of Republican authority in less than a fortnight. What do they want? Freedom. Full stop.
I'm naked, Mrs. Crimmins.
I can see that.
Lieutenant Nescaffier is the great exemplar of the mode of cuisine known as police cooking. The aromas of the kitchen cast a spell, which was to be mortally broken.
As you know by now, we have kidnapped your son.
A message from the foreman. 1 hour to press.
You're fired.
Really?
Don't cry in my office.
All right. You know
What do
what?
you think, Joey?
I'm gonna probably wait for that to stream.
Sorry, you're gonna stream. It's not gonna be out in theaters. But if it was, would you break quarantine and go see it?
No,
You're a bastard.
Wes Anderson films are overrated to me.
Yeah, you know what? Now, if they were remaking Taboo, would you break quarantine?
I might go check that out.
Yes. Now, do you think this film would go better with cannabis or without cannabis?
There's no help for this film. I'm not amused by Wes Anderson.
Yeah, I like some of the stuff I really like, and some of the stuff not so much. But the last film he did, I really enjoyed, and this looks really good. And we're told never to listen to Darren. And Mandy says you're a DILF.
All right.
Dad, I'd like to fuck, but really, he's at that age. He's getting to the
Almost a grilf.
Grandpa, I'd like to fuck a gilf. Gilf can go either way. Gilf can be grandma, granny, or Gilf can be grandpa. A grandpa, I like to fuck.
All right, Grandpa. Yeah. Are there any calls? And Mandy makes me melt. So.
Let me ask: Has Mandy ever sent you a picture?
No.
Shame on you, Mandy.
Shame on you, Mandy. I've only heard her voice.
You've only heard her voice. You've never seen her live. Mandy, shame on you. But you know what? She doesn't think I'm attractive, so it's you that she.
I don't know that. You don't know that.
I don't know what she feels. All of this may be some kind of sick, twisted little game.
It might be.
But you know what? If there comes an economic depression and I have a lot of money, who are you going to call daddy?
There you go.
Who are you going to call daddy, Mindy? And I'll have plenty to choose from. Just waiting to get a bottle of milk and some bread. Now, did you say Mindy or Mandy?
You said Mindy.
Oh, well, it won't matter.
Nope, not one bit.
Oh, you know what? Her dad's in the will, so she's going to make money the way a lot of people have made money through inheritance. Which, today it's harder to make money than, good money than ever before. Hard work and investment.
Keeping that family together is tough. Staying in the will, probably not easy. All this jockeying.
Yeah. I wonder how much shit she's going to have to take. Man.
We did I had a conversation with that Australian Mo last night.
Yes. Oh.
Fantastic. This guy makes these intricate Legos, and Mandy and I were both in awe over what he was doing. It's pretty amazing.
Have you seen what he looks like? Is he I've heard Mo is a fatso.
Really?
You know what? I don't know. I think I took 2 today.
I'm on 2. Please do.
Yeah. I text you my schedule. Is it her poop schedule?
We're gonna have a live feed with Mandy.
Oh, yeah, Mandy, did you text your poop schedule? Have Mandy and Liz ever met, I wonder? Have they ever live? I wonder, though, if Mandy and Liz have met on the live feed.
Oh. They have.
You guys have met in person? And you won't even show me a real picture? You're being such a rock tease.
A mystery woman.
Yes, you are a mystery lady.
I still think she hates me, deep down inside.
She might just hate everybody. Mandy, why do you hate?
Don't hate.
Now, Mandy, are you bisexual? I heard Mandy poops a lot. You know what? I went to the Cheesecake Factory, and they don't have carrot cheesecake anymore.
I had a couple run-ins with cheesecake in the last week. So good.
Yeah. Carrot cheesecake is really delicious, and I was looking forward to it today.
Hmm.
And I was on DoorDash, and they didn't have any.
Ooh.
And I'm rather disappointed in that.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm disappointed.
Pandemic Slurpees.
Pandemic Slurpees. I wonder when the last time Mandy had a Slurpee, or Darren for that matter. Does it ever get hot in Portland? Does it ever like where it's like just like hot like it is today, Joe? Because you've been there.
Yeah, I don't remember it getting too hot. Not like it's going to be really hot this week here.
What are you talking, Mandy? June 2018 is the last time you had a goddamn Slurpee. Give me a break.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
What?
She's saying to get back on track, but it's not happening.
What do you mean back on track?
This is our track, woman.
How can I get back on? We were talking about pandemic Slurpees. It was your 18th birthday. Would you ever have like a vodka cherry Slurpee? With vodka in the machine. That's what they should do, by the way. Cherry Coke. A cherry Slurpee. Is Mandy from Texas, by the way? It's hot down there.
I think she is.
No, Mandy is from Texas. Mandy, when's the last time you shot a gun? Sitting here waiting for her to...
I'd be surprised if she shot guns. I don't know why.
Why? She's in Texas.
She is. And
I bet it's like really sweaty, and she's got to cool off. Maybe
welcome to the Mindy Show, everybody. Nice. She's been out practicing.
Someone had to serve me dinner. When's the last time Mandy had a beer? Let's get Mandy. We have Mandy in our chat room. She goes by the name Mandy Pinetown. I wonder when the last time Mandy had a beer. Can we get into that, please? When's the last time you had a beer, Joe?
I had one 2 nights ago.
Nice little cold, frosty one.
Yeah, I only got about halfway through it, but it was good. 2 nights ago, yeah.
Now
I'm on water.
Do you prefer a place that's got cheap, like lots of beer, or a lot of steak?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I'm making right now. I bought 1.5 pounds of tri-tip, really good tri-tip. I sliced it up really thinly. And yesterday I marinated it overnight. I made a really amazing sauce. I marinated it. And today I laid it out on this rack, and I have this thing called an air fryer. It's just a miracle machine. And I put that tray in there, and I've been cooking it now for about 6 hours. And every hour I go in and I taste it. It is so good. I'm very impressed with my jerky making skills.
It sounds delicious. By the way, we have our biggest fan, Republic of Liberty, which is Howard.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should give a fuck about my beef jerky.
Yes. We're going to try to get things back to normal and shove beef jerky down people's throat.
Yes.
Slurpees.
This is the Mindy hour.
We are going to make them go into the movie theaters. You know, it's nice and air conditioned in there. For God's sakes, do something with yourself and go into a movie. Even if they're not open, pry the door open.
I know he's probably dying to tell us about his latest curry adventures.
No. Yes. So, yes, he's going to tell us about all his curry adventures. What I like to say is it's time to get back to the movies, go to the ballpark. Is it time to go back to the ballpark? Joe, do you want to play a little bit of softball for old time's sake? Maybe a little bit of paddle tennis?
I think we should. I think we should join the senior team.
Yes.
Senior league. We should start our own team.
And it's about time for mud wrestling to get back. You know, those things. Yeah. You know what? A lot of public, you know what? And if you go into the 7-Eleven, they won't let you use the public bathroom.
That's a shame. That is a shame.
Yes. I say what I want to say. Don't tell me what to say, Howard. You're not the boss of me.
Beaver face.
Beaver nut. Not the boss of me. Never been the boss of me. Mandy, please do. I wish Mandy would call in, but we always get these dudes calling in. We never get chicks.
Yeah. Mandy, call in.
Call in. Come on. No one under 40. Come on, Mandy. Call us and tell us what a chick that's under 40 does. We've forgotten, you know, our make our geriatric rage.
We're on a one-way ticket to Pine Town.
Come on, Mandy. Call our show.
I think she went to go take a poop.
You should do a live stream pooping now.
I think we should all do a Zoom, a poop Zoom.
Yes. Now, Joe is not thinking that this thing is going to be a complete apocalyptic nightmare. I do, however. I see death and destruction everywhere.
Well, let me ask you this. Does honesty have any meaning anymore?
People can't take brutal honesty. A lot people in power, I don't think ever have been able to take brutal honesty. They want what they say to be golden. You know, I remember when Mickey Rooney, he said something that he thought was profound. From the moment you're born, you're running out of time. And he said that in the sizzle reel, Mickey Rooney sizzle reel. And they were like, nobody gives a shit. All of your profound sayings mean nothing. And the last thing you want to hear is some, he's just some old bag with a yeast infection. Who doesn't have a yeast infection nowadays? I thought that film looked very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Can we go back on to Pan Am? New Horizons are coming. That video is still playing. Just to see that in the background. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's throw a few snowballs together.
Yes, everybody, let's go swimming in the pool. Yes.
Yes.
Take it off.
Well,
it's time to go for a dip.
Time to go in the pool. Have a little dip. God, I miss these days, Joe.
Yeah. Tea time.
Oh, tea time? Oh, my God.
That beehive.
She's going to go for a little swim. Oh, she's running with him, a little gallop.
Oh, no.
Oh, she's going.
Oh.
Now give him a big hug. Oh, a little bit of dinner. And yes.
Fancied it up.
Fancied it up.
Dinner.
They're probably talking about some international spy program that's going on.
What would you like to eat, Howard? Please give me brains.
Yes.
Okay, come with me.
There's something dastardly going on.
Yes.
Who's the Russian spy in this? Oh my God, that looks pretty good. Oh, we must.
Double order of brains with some peas. Cheers, mate.
So lovely.
All right. Please enjoy your brains, sir. Oh, thank you.
The monster. Monster. Who's calling us? Who's calling us?
Who's there? You're on with Brian and Joe.
You two are so pathetic. You just begged for me to come on and elevate even a little bit.
Well, you said you had some.
You know what? I wish I had a Slurpee just to throw right at you. Go ahead.
You had critiques from the gallery there, but let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah,
what
our worst critic?
Do you have of value to add to the show?
You're the Pol Pot of the internet. Go ahead.
I'll call you back, Darren.
The Pol Pot of the internet. Did you just eject Darren for me?
No. I added him in.
Why would you call him back?
I couldn't. I can't add callers, so I had to do it the other way. All right, you're in.
Are you all enjoying your host environment?
No. Well, you know what? They don't have carrot cheesecake, which disappointed me, and I think that has something to do with the host environment. I'm disappointed.
Probably never see carrot
tonight.
It's a what?
Probably never see carrot again.
Oh shit.
Well, I hope we're able to film this apocalypse. You know, the revolution will be televised, of course. The internet may censor it. Actually, it'll be filmed, but I think the internet will censor the revolution. There is a revolution afoot, ladies and gentlemen.
HD quality, please.
Yeah.
You see the problem with people like JP and other people that I know is that they're not able to adequately communicate what it is that they're trying to say. They may not even understand it. So I'm going to help you all.
Help us all, Howard.
Yes, go for it.
Yes,
go for it, old man.
The viral thing is real.
Okay.
But everything else is a hoax.
Okay. Wow. How many people do you know that have died from this terrible virus you're talking about? How many people have it? How many people?
I had it.
How many?
I tested positive, my son and I. We both have had it and didn't know it.
Have you ever had vaccines as an adult?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
There I go what? What does that mean?
There you go.
There I go what?
There you go. What I've heard.
What does that mean?
Now, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is it true that true that most people that are being diagnosed or basically have been told by a doctor, they've gotten tested and they got the positive results for the virus? Do you know what percentage of them have had vaccines as adults?
How would I know that?
Because you're a know-it-all.
You're a know-it-all. You should know these things.
Listen to you with the little lilt in your voice. You shouldn't know these things. Ooh-wee.
Well, sir.
The overreaction is the problem. The virus is dangerous.
Oh, now you're backing down. There's an overreaction to a fake
virus. Is dangerous.
I don't think you know anything about viruses. That's what I think. I think you're just talking out of your
Good.
butt.
That's that you think that way. I hope it serves you well.
So far, so good.
Why did you get thrown off the air yesterday?
Because we said something
we didn't have. Nobody gave us a reason.
The law.
Did that Susan Wojcicki cunt with the white stuff around her labia from the yeast infection, did she throw you off personally?
She may have.
Yes. It's the robot version of her.
Yes, the isn't she the one who's the sister-in-law of Sergey Brin?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. What a sorry world we live in.
We live in the sorriest of sorries.
Oh, well, listen. I can still get Thai food when I want it.
Well,
somebody brought it to me. Got my groceries delivered yesterday. Somebody brought it to me.
Fancy.
Our houses of prostitution still open?
They are not.
Then you can't get what you want.
No,
If you
who would
want
want that? I mean, look at you begging for scraps. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I just wanted some carrot cheesecake.
Can't see why you couldn't find any.
Well, they didn't have it when I was on Grub. When I was in DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's
DoorDash.
an app that you get food for that brings the food to you.
Everything is an app. Well, there's people that bring the food to you. The app doesn't bring anything to you. People bring it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Brothers and sisters, mothers and uncles, and even those with a raging yeast infection, they bring you food, scratching their cuts in the middle, in between deliveries.
That's correct.
Like, especially the ones with long fingernails, they can hide it the best.
Yes.
What are you gonna do when there's no more movie theaters?
I wonder now, Howard, do you think the movie theaters will ever be reopened again?
No. Someone will have to buy them and do it the right way. Nobody wants to see anybody from Hollywood. Nobody likes anybody from Hollywood. Hollywood doesn't even.
I guess I'm still on, but we are live, and everything seemed to have been cut off. Is anyone here hearing me? Because we have just been cut off. I don't know why, but the devices not connected is what I'm seeing. So if we are still live, please tell me. And can you, okay. All right, okay, I'm saying that I am live and devices are not connected. So we've had a thing where the devices are not connected. So we have just been cut off. And wait.
Are you sure?
No, we're back.
We were just cut off, by the way.
All right. So Howard had a question. Ask that again.
Yeah, which one was it?
Something about getting kicked off, or I don't know.
Yes. Did you think I kicked you off yesterday? There was some chatter about
No.
me doing it.
No,
Why
I think
not?
because we had a guest on who's saying some things. I'm guessing it was that.
Yes.
Do you believe the AI listens to you? Because clearly nobody else does.
Well, the AI's kicked off. It's shut down 5 of my shows.
Why would that be?
Well, there's one theme that's common to all of the 5 shows, and that is the virus was being talked about. Well, one was cut off during a NASA discussion.
Why can't you talk about it?
You can talk about it. You just certain words you can't use.
Well, what a world you live in. Makes you proud to be an American, doesn't it?
Well, YouTube's worldwide.
All right. Why do you still use it?
It's a good platform for us for now. We're doing all kinds of platforms. We've got 6 or 7 different ones. Was that you?
That was me. I wanted to watch this, but gosh, John, I'll watch it for later. Hold on. No, fucking thing, dude. I fucking hate this shit.
Certain things are forbidden, but they're not. Mr. Midnight Movie seems to have problems staying on topic. Why is that?
He's probably lost total focus, and he's moved on.
My focus is fine.
Brian, are you done, or are you gonna focus?
I want to say I was going to say that I thought my focus was fantastic.
Yes,
Howard, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. As usual, you're just caught up in your own narcissistic little world.
Finally, some truth tonight.
And as of now, I think the conversation has exhausted itself a little bit. This is the wonderful little. By the way, the film that we're watching is a wonderful little villa, and people splashing about. Times of old, where people could actually meet face to face and have a little rendezvous-ish. It's not happening right now. Shame on us all.
Don't they arrest you when you leave your apartment?
No, not that I'm aware of.
They seem to want to do that in New Jersey. And where else? Where'd they arrest that woman at the playground? By the way, there are some interesting developments in the research category.
By the way, what is a herd? What is a herd immunity? What does that mean?
And that means you won't see that for another 18 months. No, you're probably going to die in May.
Why am I going to die in May?
And if I were you, I'd go find open restaurants and patronize them.
That is wonderful. Is it because there are no open restaurants right now, but I guess May 1st will restaurants finally open May 1st?
No. Nothing will open for you on May 1st. Everything will open here on May 1st, but not for you.
You mean in Thailand?
Thailand had a record 13 cases yesterday. I haven't looked to see where it went to today.
What is Thailand doing right that the rest of the world is not?
They've always worn masks. But you have to realize something, too. The only cases that you see are the people that are sick enough to show up in a hospital. I'm sure there's millions infected in Thailand. They just didn't know it. You've had it, and it went.
Well, it's some scary things, folks. Joe, is there anything to add before we call this a wonderful night?
Nope.
Yes.
I think we are fully extinguished.
Does Howard want to say anything?
Got on the air.
This is a horrible show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darren.
It was Brian's idea. I told him no. I told him no.
Just ask
He
some
told me
fucking
no.
questions. Jesus.
Well, you're on the call. Go ahead, man. Don't blame.
Yeah,
Don't
Howard,
blame.
when did-
Don't.
when did-
That's
when did you
empty.
have your
That's
test?
empty. If you're gonna blame other people and you're on the call.
All right. Let me ask some questions. Howard, when did you have your test with your son?
Who cares?
Yesterday morning.
Were you surprised that you had it?
No.
When do you think you got it? Like November? Like before you knew about it?
February.
Tranny prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were like holed up in your apartment. How did you get it? Any idea?
He brought it. I think he brought it from school.
Right, because you're still going to school.
Tranny prostitute.
Do you remember having any sniffles or anything weird at all?
Tranny.
My son had a fever and a bit of a sore throat for 2 days.
Lies.
But you were fine.
Bunch of lies.
Tranny prostitute.
Lying sack of
cat-
shit.
Did your cat sneeze and stuff?
Tranny prostitute.
I'm sorry?
Chock
cat.
full of lies.
Bestiality.
Sneezing the other day. Jonathan noticed.
Yep. He's got it. Yep,
Poor
I know.
kitty.
I know a lot of people that have cats that have it.
Yeah,
I
he's
know a
sleeping
few
at he's sleeping at the top of my head at the moment.
Bestiality. And a tranny prostitute.
Do you think it was worth shutting down the entire economy for this?
No.
I don't either.
No, there's much more going on. There's much more going on than that.
Do you think that this is a cure for the real virus?
What real virus? There's no real virus. There's
Well,
just
some
the
people-
one going around.
Okay. Some people think that this is actually a milder version so that we don't get the bad one.
Well,
Like
the
a
bad
vaccine.
one. The bad one went to Iran and stayed in China.
That's what I heard.
And believe
A
me,
little bit.
nobody deserves to die more than the Chinese. They are the bloodsuckers on the world. The word usury was made for them.
All right.
When I
That's just
when I
curious.
see Chinese people, I tell them I hope they die.
How does it feel to know that you had it and now it's over? Do you think you'll get it again?
Probably. I have no thoughts that I'm immune to anything.
But you feel okay.
Howard, stop lying. Tell him the truth.
I felt okay for the last 3 months.
Sick of his lies.
Howard is not the one angry Jew. Howard is the inflammatory Jew. My God.
Tell the truth.
You would absolutely, you are the most politically incorrect person I think I've ever come across.
Darren believes in aliens from Zorkon, so yeah,
Well,
of course I
It was,
believe
a,
Howard.
it was a blood test. It was easy. They don't like me because I tell them where to take the blood from.
You are one bossy person.
Take it from
Your butt.
your ass.
Well, I have a vein in my right hand. I have a vein in my right hand between my middle finger and my pointing finger that gives great blood, as long as you use a butterfly needle.
Did you,
They
did
like
you
to
tell
go to the arm.
His ball sack has a big vein.
them to get rid of your blood after they did the test?
No, they like to go for the arm. I always tell them that they need to go get a 21 gauge butterfly needle with the orange color, and they'll get the great supply.
I think I had it in December, and I want to get a blood test. What would you suggest I do?
I suggest that you go get your test. Go get your test. Even if you have to pay for it, go get your test, and then you'll know. And it won't make any difference because they're fucking the economy anyway.
Well, we're all gonna die.
And if you want some solace, just understand that most of the people dying in New York are Democrats.
Why is that?
While they say that more men get the virus than women, and older people don't fare as well as younger people, which I'm sure is true.
They fared pretty good in that 3,000 person study they did in New York.
I wonder though, do Democrats get it more than Republicans?
I think so. Because they're under more stress. Because they're worried about Trump being reelected.
Yeah. As I said, I hope it kills more Democrats as it goes.
Did you hear Como today? Did you hear Como today? With that reporter?
I don't listen to Como.
He's telling her she should go get a job in the essential job. She's worried about it, and she goes, "I have one." He was being such a dick. God.
Well, never forget that Cuomo is a Democrat.
And his brother was out at Easter looking at his new $10 million property or whatever. And he was supposed to be down in the basement, not with his family.
He got his family infected anyway. So here's the thing. You have to understand something. This thing has been weaponized in a lab. It's been made so communicable that even if you wear masks and everything else, you're still likely going to get it.
Even through farts, they said.
Yeah.
Do you think it was mixed with AIDS?
Please don't get Mr. Midnight Movie's hopes up.
Do you think it was mixed with the AIDS virus in that lab?
Mixed with AIDS is what Darren wants to know.
They played games with it and they weaponized it.
I think so too.
Wuhan AIDS.
Airborne AIDS, baby.
Yes. I'll take a plate of Wuhan with a side of AIDS, please.
I'll so
many people, especially the medical workers, are getting it.
Wuhan with a side of AIDS.
Everybody's got AIDS.
I'm going to take a quick restroom break.
Yes, I think
not all.
Yes,
not all of you.
When you come back, we'll end it. How about that?
All right, we'll call it an indie pindy. Let's continue the talk of Wuhan AIDS.
We're going to do the Wuhan.
What if Mr. Midnight Movie ends himself in the loo?
Then I won't get Wuhan AIDS.
Who would find it?
Wuhan AIDS would find me.
Have you found yourself a burial plot?
I'm going to the bathroom. I shall return.
Hopefully.
But what about your burial plot? No answer.
He'll survive.
Yeah, he'll
survive.
He's good. I'll figure out a place to bury him.
He's tough.
So the same people that say that the earth is flat and that the virus is a hoax, they're idiots. It's real. The only thing that's not real is the reaction.
I know. It's irritating. This is more of like a reaction to if 20% of the population was dying from it. I mean, I could see that. But Ridiculous.
Well, what if you had
4%? I mean, it's sad
I
that
don't
they're
even
dying,
think
but Jesus.
I don't even think it's 0.01%.
It might not be. You never know.
Oh, clearly people are dying, but
What are they gonna write about? What do you think they'll write about this later? Do you think they'll call it like a hysteria that came over us, or
it'll
what?
be bye-bye American Pie.
Because of why? Our debt? The money
No,
system? What?
because the end of America is coming.
Oh, you mean the huge black versus white riots?
No, not even that. You've been outplayed by China. China has tried to kill you.
It seems like China owns everything now, including the press.
Well, China should be, everything should be nationalized in China.
You think Trump will be reelected?
Probably. I think China should, China's having another outbreak in another city.
Is it the same virus or something new and more
I don't
deadly?
know. How would I know that?
I'm just wondering. You seem to know everything else before any of the rest of us.
Wouldn't you like to see Xi Jinping die?
I wonder if North Korean leader's gonna die.
No, you don't want that sister.
She looks mean.
That sister is one mean cunt. Yes, indeed.
I'm sure she'll love Trump.
Oh, she'll love meeting with him. Yeah. But the problem is,
so when
no
are you?
one's going to want me.
So when are you going to die from the virus?
He's not.
Why would I die?
Oh,
he had it like months ago.
Oh, he's already done with it.
Months ago.
Damn.
Yeah, he had an antibody test.
When are you going to move to Israel?
Israel's got problems.
Oh, you backed off to Israel. Okay. And so
he's going to move to Alaska.
You had it a couple months ago, you think. You're not sure.
How would I know?
Well, you'd know because your son had a sore throat in December, right?
Yeah, I thought that was the beginning of the end, but nothing happened to me.
You're tough. It's all the vitamins you take. Vitamin D is really good.
I don't take any vitamins. I'm just mean.
Yeah. Well, only the good die young, so you don't have to worry.
What happened to Mr. Midnight Movie? Did he excrete?
He's taking a dump. Yeah.
He's pooping.
He's pooping. We got rattled by the conversation with Mandy.
Diabetics have to poop a lot.
That's not true. Why does who is this Mandy with the yeast infection?
Oh, she's got the most.
Poops a lot.
She's got the most incredible yeast infections I've ever seen.
Why would you want to? What? Liz suffers from that. Why would you want anybody like that?
No.
Her and Liz
Mandy
and Debbie are all friends now.
Yeah, no. Mandy has a different kind of yeast infection. It's magical.
You put it in bread.
Yeah, sounds great. I'll take one of the slant eyes from here any day.
I was trying to think of something interesting tonight, but I really did urge. I said, Brian, it's just not happening tonight. But he forced me to do this.
What are you talking about? One angry Jew had the virus. It's fascinating.
I don't believe it. You have any documentation to prove it?
Yeah, can you show us your test results?
I can't like it up.
See?
I'll have to redact some information from them, but
cool.
Nice.
I believe you.
Got to believe her.
You probably had it too.
Yeah,
I think I did, Howard. I think I had it in early December. I was super sleepy, and I had a little cold.
Boo hoo hoo.
I slept like 12 hours a day for like 4 days in a row. It was weird. I took like 3 weeks off. So I felt like
Wait till
crap.
you get it again in 3 months.
That'd be the first
You'll think it
virus
was the first.
that ever happened to. But if it's mixed with AIDS, who knows?
Yes.
By the way, now, before I left for my restroom break, Howard was asking me if I had a plot.
Yes.
I'm not going to have a plot. I'm going to be cremated, and my remains. Joe's going to take my remains.
I will.
Down to wherever Howard is, and just blow them right in Howard's face.
Yeah. I think following along with the theme of no plot just goes right off of your show. Good job.
I'll do a.
Good job with no.
I'll do an old. Achoo! Just smear Brian all over you.
By the way, now I heard there was a mass shooting in Nova Scotia.
Oh, I was hoping that Joe did it. That they would kill him. But
Yes.
Well, that's horrible. Why am I laughing? My sense of humor is so terrible.
yeah, I was really hoping that it was Joe and that some cop would kill him.
Why do I laugh? I don't know why I laugh at that crap. Shame on you, Howard, for doing a horrible joke and making me laugh.
Well,
Joe, did you see
cop
that there was
killed
going to be
Joe.
a new Jesus movie? Big Lebowski?
No. Oh, it's a spinoff. Did you a whole movie on Jesus? Huh?
Jesus, yes.
No, I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah, you should watch the trailer. You helped make that Big Lebowski movie, right?
I worked on Big Lebowski,
Yeah.
but didn't hear about this one. Interesting.
You should look at it. It's good. Looks funny.
What's it called?
Jesus Rolls or something like that.
Okay. I think I did see something about that. Yes, Jesus Rolls trailer.
Now this one says
One more.
the knife on a oh. Film looks terrible, by the way. Are we playing it?
Yeah, I'll play it with the sound off. I just watch it. I have seen this preview, actually. I take it back. Sorry, Darren. I have seen it. It looks okay. I don't think it looks terrible.
Yeah. I sent it to you because you worked on the other one. I figured you'd be interested.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, remember, he is an actor and he lies.
Well, yeah. Well, I worked on that. I worked for Gramercy Pictures at the time. I don't know who's making this one.
I see Debbie is in our chat room.
Oh boy.
I bet everybody's thoroughly entertained tonight.
I hope so.
I'll think I'm friends with Allison, whoever that is. But I'm not. I don't even talk to her like 5 minutes.
It's the lack of plot that the show has.
This show?
Yes, it has no plot.
You have no life.
And
You need a plot.
waiting to the
Sorry for the dinging.
All right, Brian, are we done here?
All right, we're done. You know what? We're done. I'm sorry.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you.
Started.
All right.
No,
Thanks for
We're
calling.
not going to do a 3-hour hell show. This is out. Listen.
I hung up on them. I'm done. Get the hell off of here.
Get out of here, you moron.
Done.
You bum.
Thank you for doing this.
Fucking
This
bum.
is, we admit it, this is a slow show. I hope I listen to this, though, and it does make me laugh. I hope I'm going to pray.
You know what? You may guffaw and